Here today, it's going to be that explosive Yoru raise. You're going to look for that double dive once we move on to attack. Premier playing these.
Just trying to kick things off with the initial utility, but look at yatsuka able to hold it off. 2 shots already found. Pink shells coming in, May dives onto the grenade, but at the same time, Killa finding a shot onto yatsuka as well. Still though, time ticking away from the spike, and now Akame trying to hold off to a different angle. Has been spotted, but also takes down Leviathan and looks for a couple more shots. Thigh diving into the kills as well. Will find a third in the round, getting the defuse at the end for full sense.
Yeah, so far in pistols throughout the term of Pacific kickoff right now, DFM have been pretty darn good at the higher side of it.
At the ego, perhaps. Absolutely obscured by smoke for now, allowing it to go through as soon as it dissipates. Finds a header.
Left. Spike planted.
DFM just trying to hold on to things for now, though. While Full Sense gets into position now, and the initial artillery utility will fall through. Showstopper gets deployed to secure the round, why not? But May able to find a singular trade. JiTBoys, the rest of Full Sense proved to be too overwhelming, and also a little bit stunning. 4-0 for now.
Yeah, really good structure on the retake to come through from Full Sense as well, right? JiTBoys doesn't overplay his hand, doesn't try to sacrifice himself in the very beginning when there's not going to be much you're going to do. You feel like while you've got the control of the B site, you've got the plant down, you're not going to be playing for a Hunter's Fury angle in this one. It is your lesser buy. You're trying to see what damage you're going to be able to do to impact Full Sense a little bit later. Caught in the open. Risky spray of the Vandal through the smoke, mate.
He does manage to hop back in though, and somehow baits May into peeking him as well. Lockdown now gets deployed.
Yeah, Kaide gets his own off the plant as well. Probably want to rip this nice and early. Gonna be a bit of a difficult one to hold, you'd feel, and there it does go.
Risky peek, but it does somewhat pay off. Counter lockdown being deployed by DFM as well. Still though, a little bit of space for Full Sense to get into position, try and work alongside that Cosmic Divide. yatsuka dives back in, but at the same time, way too low health. Cess trying to keep Full Sense in check with that Stinger at different ranges, but now Full Sense trying to get on top of the spike. It's been smoked off. Kaide finds a shot with a straight bullet and manages to get Primi at the end.
Yeah, a bit of a questionable one for me, just on the outset look of it, but hey, you're trying to thrive through the mix. It's great from yatsuka to find JiTBoys within that as well. Did notice that Kaide got caught from the lockdown, but he was already protected enough that it didn't really matter. Then you have to go fight, and fight he does. Coming out with the denial at the end. Primi, no defuse for our current.
What they might not know is that this is the entire 4-man squad from Full Sense on the other end. Leviathan taking 2 down. Thigh with another trade. It's just yatsuka left. Can he hold them off? Not quite. After Primi sprints forward with that Phantom. Full Sense up 6-2 now.
Rise, but deploying in the drift. Now the Hunter's Fury may be needing to come online because of this Cosmic Divide.
Very soon now. But not quite, not yet. yatsuka is enough. Just playing forward enough, and the Showstopper, unfortunately, will not quite connect. Still, though, pushing all the way through now. Full Sense, they have the Nightfall. It gets sent in. Akame trying to hold off with time. He's alone by the pillar. Every single beam's been sent out. Can he land the shots? No! Primi takes him down instead, and Full Sense continue with their streak.
Well, it gets a little bit scrappy in the mix. Looks how low Full Sense members are at the end there of the towards the site. That's where you got a bit of a nuclear play coming in from yatsuka. Great blindside in there. Happy as Larry to try and take the duels, but you've just got an overwhelming presence again by Full Sense. Everybody watching the angles that they need to. Knowing that they've got that player advantage still in the end. Let's drop that after a plant is down. So we'll see how this little execute comes down in towards the site with all of the utility and a reveal on a JiTBoys.
And you would think Full Sense should be prepared for this, but unfortunately JiTBoys will get surprised. The TP does come through from Primi, but is it enough time? They got close enough, but does come in right after the plant. Makes things a lot more difficult for Full Sense to break through. They're trying with the paint shells, they're trying with elevated angles, and they manage to find the picks! yatsuka says they have to hold it off. They manage to do it right around the edge of the smokes. yatsuka decimates Full Sense.
Leviathan with the Sheriff and 4 smokes available. Wanted to have a bit of a peek in through street early on, but hey, see if he can get somebody caught lacking, and they weren't really in this one. DFM playing around their own Cosmic Divide quite nicely. The Bucky misses its shot at the tail end there. Unfortunate. And that's a bit of a steadying mark for the likes of DFM.
Certainly would help them so much in the momentum department right now, diving forward after the turret takes contact.
Yep. Something we see Kaide love to do here as well, as opposed to the way JitBoys was doing it. Wasn't really playing too much toward mid doors as he was that B anchor. We'll see.
This one could be damaging as well with all the players from DFM right around the corner. Primi able to find one, Leviathan as well, but not quite getting the spike unlike DFM did in the previous half.
2 kills in the mix before Hit can find him, but putting yatsuka on the line already sensational for an opener.
That is just such a strong start as well, despite Full Sense getting space on the B site.
Yeah, they're going to try and get on in. You're happy to go retake his DFM here, or maybe not anymore. Primi, he was silent in the first half. If he starts to step up, it's going to be scary.
Oh, May's going to start to make a lot of noise as well. Oh, no, slides in the corner. And this is where Leviathan will start to pop off. Cess finding frags now. It's Primi and Cess in a 1v1. The angle's favoring Primi, though. All he has to do is hold. Cess revealing his shoulder at the wrong moment. Full Sense will take the round.
Some good tracking as well, it seems like, on towards May, where you're really trying to get the spray down. Always leads into a little bit of laughter for Leviathan. Or rather from his teammate. But anyway, here we go. That's what I wanted to see from Cess. Because we've always had some kind of questions against Cess, right? In his disconnected action. There's a Kame. Finds an opener in a more slow-paced round.
Some change of pace. Unfortunately, catches Full Sense like a deer in headlights. Couple players downed, and as soon as they try to break through, unfortunately, DFM are completely prepared. Cess, May, all fighting one apiece. It's just Leviathan left on the other end of that smoke, and even at that point, all you can really hope for are kills, perhaps, but see if he's able to isolate the duels. Singular taps, and he's found 3! Just yatsuka left onto the operator. Potential wallbang spot. Unfortunately whiffs as the spike goes down. Leviathan with a step now holds a favorable angle. You've got clones, you've got flashes, you got something that you can definitely do. He's trying to fake it, but Leviathan checks! It's a Red Bull clutch 1v4.
Absolutely just slithered around that site like crazy. You lose first opener, you lose second opener. It's a 5 versus 3. Your opponents, it's a bloody 5 versus 2, man! And he just comes back in towards this one with some absolute sharp shots. The fake clone attempts, reading it, you see it. No, not falling for that, mate.
But it still buys perhaps enough time away from Kaide to join the rest of the team. Now Hunter Spirit gets deployed to deal with the lockdown. May dives in on the action, but JitBoys has it set up. Nano Swarms, everything, denying DFM from retaking the site. It's Cess, it's Akame. They're trying to find the shots. They found a couple. Can they get even more done? JitBoy from the back of holes suddenly reveals his presence, and Cess needs to clear it. 1v2 just to keep DFM in the game, but he gets hit. It's the grab ball, it's the Vandal shot. JitBoy to finish, and that will be Full Sense taking away DFM's map pick.
Yeah, pretty convincing scoreline at the end of this one as well, 13-7. Gotta say, Leviathan has been quite under par in a lot of these maps so far. He had to have a kick up the butt in that one, you feel. He got his
really able to put up numbers on that attacker side, so a lot of onus here on DFM to start very strong.
We'll start out the upcoming round as well. DFM elects to push all the way through, but Primi just fires off check shots, and he managed to find 3! Cess fires off with a right click as well, but can he really find a little bit more? Just on towards Thigh until Killua finds the trade, and all of a sudden, it's JitBoys calling. Turning around, unfortunately, at the wrong seconds as well. Killua suddenly has the realization to press into the site. Vandal being picked up, as you adequately mentioned. Kaide has a real good opportunity, but has to choose and find the angles perfectly. Tries to hang back, but will eat the snake bite for now.
30 seconds
as JitBoys tries to keep him in check. Back up onto Heaven, revealing his head, trying to find the shots. Has to go for the reload. Spike still not yet planted, just trying to apply a bit more pressure. Bait him into peeking out. No! What are we doing, guys? It's a 2v1, and Kaide's managed to isolate. And there goes the snake bite, making things a lot worse for Jit Boys. He crouches, he shoots, saves the round by us.
Fire that they have available right now. Sending it in towards the male, though. Thai is just, well, crazy. But it works.
Sure.
It works.
You got a few screws loose in your head, perhaps.
I mean, Bunny showcased that it works greatly once upon a time, so why change it up? Cess for the double. Now you've got some garage control in a potential post-plant scenario where Full Sense might not even feel too in towards the mid-vents, and now he's getting back on towards the tower line. Doing great, doing better. 3 for that, and some stability in the round for DFM, taking the 4 guns to the net. Good re-clear of garage, good timing for this.
Yeah, the flash goes wide, completely blinds Leviathan. This is going to be a lot of work for Full Sense to re-clear on the positions now. Jit Boys falling is definitely just going to make things even more complicated. At this point, you're just going into a dive onto the B site right now where yatsuka and Cess are in wait. They reposition, hold to a semi-crossfire, unfortunately falling off though, but Cess still has a pretty good angle alongside Kaide, who arrives on top of Heaven. DFM equalizes early for now. We're seeing dimensional drift, trying to create some advantages for Full Sense into the A site. Smash gone all the way back, but unfortunately Leviathan falls, no more smokes available. Primi though, still trying to tear through. It's paint shells, it's Jit Boys, and now the site is ripe for the taking.
Get Jit Boys that plant, and you can get that pit on down, but Killua, the one who already has his ult, is planting.
Decides to do a pretty good kit after all.
Oh, he didn't have the gun out!
He just goes into elbow, what? No, and Primi completely denies DFM from taking the round.
If that is the case for Leviathan as well, getting caught a little bit lacking behind the rest of the team, not expecting that offline to still be held. You gotta step into tier 1 and just not expect that util prowlers and such will push you off the lines. Your opponents will still be there now. The Viper's bit in towards mid. Looks like it's gonna be trifled with a little bit as yatsuka dispatches a Primi straight up.
Peek outside of the pit. That is so unexpected, and all of a sudden now Full Sense
towards the site. Flashes to flush in. Tootsie spotted of Leviathan. May is gonna be salivating at this one.
Will make a good go for it. Tries to hop towards the back lines, and it's not even needed. Akame able to crack open a couple of skulls as well.
Pistols for Full Sense though.
Yeah, just completely contacted outside of smokes all around middle. The shots poking through alongside Kaide.
So, yatsuka, one and get out perhaps. Yep.
Perfect. You've already done all the work as a team, so all you need to do now is land your shots. Unfortunately, will still get caught, but the op is still retrievable as well. Smokes come back, and it's Cess taking an alternate angle. One that goes unchecked! He manages to spray down a couple, looks for the last one, and he sticks the landing! Someone get nervous with how Akame is positioned alongside Cess and May right now. 4 players onto the site with a TP coming through, but Primi off to the judge, able to break into the site. Thai and Killua now outside from ramps, being able to stall them through as they try to approach from screens. Another kill coming through, but it's yatsuka mowing down a triple. Leviathan turns at the right second just to save the round for Full Sense.
Splits the wickets.
Unfortunate. And Cess goes down.
Yeah.
Still though, Nightfall deployed. Kaide asserting himself back into sight. Completely blinded though, and the pop flash unfortunately goes wrong. Primi will be able to find an opening shot, but Kaide off the other end of pillar. Primi still not out of the game, and he saves the round once more. It's Full Sense 5-7.
Face your fear. Last player. One enemy remaining.
Advantage kill would be gorgeous. And with all 5 around this A ramp for DFM, essentially, they're going to gift that over.
Oh, no TP though. The punish goes right back, and at the same time, look at Cess, so far deep.
And what can you do here though as well? Can you try to get a bit of a wrap around to put the pressure on towards Tower at the moment is quite sensational.
You know, with a Spectre, mind you, he's just bought so much time away, just enough for the spike to get down safely. yatsuka now in position with a Vandal, able to hold a deep line. Still a 4v3.
I mean, you'll see the Paranoia go in for Leviathan, maybe Thighs satcheling in, he's got the Boombot as well. Killua has a haunt, although, as I say that, he's just removed from the equation.
The smokes perhaps, but finally the Paranoia gets sent alongside Snakebite, does flush them over. Unfortunately, still not fully blind that they're able to hold their ground. Leviathan goes for the brave peek, manages to find one, and as soon as they peek him, he lines them all up, knocking them down together.
Had to go in with a bit of a decisive play for DFM though when they feel like the round.
DFM now trying to work alongside their smoke. Sudden step across, and Kaide will be able to find the exchange needed.
Pressure is on for Primi right now as well. Going to be backed up by the TP. All of
now the rest of the team pretty much arrived at the right time. DFM look to spread themselves across. They will be able to take down Killua despite the duel getting taken head on. Leviathan though reveals himself up from top of heaven. It's a tough angle to fight back against, and Akame and Yatsuka will keep full sense in check. Jit Boys the prime position, denies the spike plant, and we're down into 1v1. Yatsuka, the pressure on to try to stick it all the way through. Where will Jit Boys swing from? The footsteps a little bit too audible. 6 rounds left in the mag. Can he find the shots necessary? No! Yatsuka swings out and takes the round up. A lot of full sense players incredibly weakened by their armor, but it's Primi with the sheriff shots? What?
Yeah, that's huge right now. Killua though, bit of an island by himself up the guts of mid. If he gets away with one, it will be a round for full sense that is going to be atrociously gathered. But hey, they needed it, that's why. And that starts to fall, so do you feel like with the guns retrieved
could deploy his, but you need to be able to secure the launching pad first. Primi will save his life, but still way too low. Mei springs out the last moment, and it's Akame onto sight, denying Leviathan his opportunity.
Nah, he just waits a little bit too long there. They're a little bit awkward up there for a 2-player advantage for full sense. It's kind of also why I feel like Killua was just put in a spot of bother up through mid, right? Maybe wanted to see a smoke go in to get him out to really play the numbers of full sense, because Mei gets the double at the end, the closer comes through. It was such a workable round for full sense, and they are just going straight into this B side.
Real quick, and the shot's whiffing as well for Primi. Fortunately now it's going to be Thai, and he explodes onto the site. Yatsuka as well, finding an equalizer. It's a 2v2 retake.
Showstopper might find 2 for Thai, but it feels like there's just more impact from Yatsuka getting the double there. As the plant goes down for Akame, they're both 1 kill away from an ultimate. Both can be crucial here.
Incredibly insane position for Yatsuka to hold as well. One that full sense might not expect, but we'll see if Akame is up to the task of taking down at least one. Barrel revealed though, and that's where Killua takes the step. Yatsuka's turn to move. Smoke onto the spike, and that makes things a lot more difficult. Vision obscured, and the spike getting stuck all the way down to the defuse at the end. Still though, a little bit more cushion.
Down in a very close affair at the end though, given looked like the awareness of the gate crash was there too. So where do you think that Yatsuka is going to reposition for? It would have been an ace clutch map winner for him. But the patience in those moments for full sense needs to come out on top, and it did. Focus on the defuse, have the protector there.
Biggest obstacle off the pit, Sesh as well towards the back end of the smoke. Being able to play it from a tiny little gap. Killua able to spray forward. Nightfall completely counters into the pit as well, while Leviathan keeps Sesh in check. Akame trying to spin all across alongside Killua, trying to fight for full sense's life in this round. Kaide goes down, but where is Yatsuka? The back's turned. Yatsuka possibly able to close it. It's just Killua, and he managed to hold it, but there's no time for the defuse. DFM will still close out this map 13-9. We go to map 3.
That seems like that time they didn't need to invest themselves in getting the kills before the plant goes down. That 5 versus 5 with the pit is just such a problem that full sense cannot get on top of. Gotta say, on the flip up as well, you get the pistol, you get the second round, you see full sense get 3 in a row, but you've still kind of got this idea that coach intervention is needed. A big game plan understanding, not looking to coach.
Yeah, no changes there for DFM. They're going to roll with the same comp that they were just playing. Full sense, this is what they've been prepping. They are not...
Boys try and set up some traps if he wanted to, as Kaide is going to dispatch of Dai as the spike goes down.
Looks like DFM quite comfortable to let full sense take it. They are so confident in going back for the fights. Yatsuka skewering across 3 with a Marshall, and then just Jit Boys unfortunately dissipating in the wind. DFM relatively clean on this one, only losing 1.
The plant does go down though, so Full Sense will have the Hunter's Fury coming in towards the first buy round of theirs. Getting pretty close towards this tour de force for yatsuka as well. And if he's able to really feel confident with the snipers, just going to come in towards this site. Primi, open up the goods. Can't find the second, but that should just be go time for Full Sense to get into this C site, plant towards where you feel most favorable. And do you hold the site? Do you play for this Hunter's Fury? What does the post plant actually look like? Because remember, the run it back
things off or run it back. Meanwhile, Killua in position all the way towards the back of C Long. Saturate goes huge and stopping Kaide's run it back for now. And the Hunter's Fury just in time as well. But it all lines up for Kaide. 1 in an instant. He finds a quad kill. And May vets the last one. Suddenly, Full Sense just completely disappearing on the site.
May is mischievous around that one. Unlucky for Kaide. Was on board. Kaide vision to come back in towards this retake though, because the run it back permitting the space to the team, drawing out the Hunter's Fury from the opponents as well, getting out the kills. Thai has just been done dirty in that one. Unfortunate, good sir. And May will take that last one. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. DFM happy to get the round on the board. Bonus swinging DFM to keep this one rolling flawlessly. But now, they lose a round. They have a challenge.
Oh, it's collapsed!
Wait. Okay, I thought it was a deeper collapse through a wall of some sorts, but they actually just were holding hands going through that window choke point. And yeah, Dai and Killua want a redo of this round.
I know they joined,
they joined together. We are walking into positions in the open with knives out for Leviathan. We need to be fixing that one up right now. This is looking to just be a bit of a flawless run until Primi arrives on the scene. Leviathan as well off yonder. Maybe an opportunity here. Primi trying to get out of dodge. But what else are you going to be able to really do? Because Leviathan doesn't have too much space, and your flank is now cordoned off. The TP straight in towards him. yatsuka eats that one for breakfast.
He's a Euro player as well.
That's the problem. yatsuka already on the line, noted, and toying with his food.
20 seconds. If he gets a kill, but now he's close to Spike anyway. Might as well make a run for perhaps.
You can get the Spike, but there's 10 seconds to get to the site, and they knew where you were.
You just can't cut corners at that point as well.
Even with 10 seconds to go to run, there's not a way. Yeah, that's your text, by the way. There's not a way you're getting back in towards that one. That is a decision and a half to attempt. Because May was the one that heard you. You've relinquished so much space around the map.
To the seaside alongside the rest of the team with a waylay. Cess will be caught alongside Chit Boys and that Sheriff is dispatching of Kaide's run it back. But still, DFM in for the fight, into the thick of it. yatsuka heads on to the Headhunter, but unfortunately not able to land the shots. Kaide will spray wildly, not quite able to find all of it. Just Killua instead with a triple, and now Leviathan out from garage window. Cess though, and all this time was back plat, takes one kill, drops the Leviathan. Full Sense will scrounge up one
smoke
round.
available. And he was saturated, providing himself a little bit of extra time there in the backwards and forwards trades that keep on coming down. Even self-blinding from Kaide, trying to spray the duel, takes the fight, 1 HP. It comes down to the trade game at the end with Leviathan able to get it done for the second round on the board.
Just an all-in strategy with the Hunter's Fury and Light Speed as well. Saturate goes huge onto Kaide, and there goes the kill. The rest of DFM now trying to reassert themselves as duo. Unfortunately, one will fall. Kame not able to stand tall as well. Just yatsuka and that operator into an off angle. Shot's not connecting.
Where did that go?
A little bit awkward, a little bit tighter. More defensive onto the sides. They're holding the right angles, the right swings as well as Killua fans out into a 4-on-4.
Yeah, the two
even getting a kill as well. But May, look at the angle. He's still holding on to it. No!
They knew.
Perfect checks and shots coming out from Primi into garage as well. Yep. Great awareness and anticipation into expecting even more. It's just Kaide now onto the Sheriff, and despite being somewhat blinded, Primi still lands
got
another
all the
round.
information on where this may be ending. So it's good awareness in this situation for Full Sense to make sure that they're leaving no stone unturned. They'll tie up the scoreline, and then they'll look to take over. And it's going to draw a timeout to come out in the server right now as well, because it does.
Before, but now you're open to links A and C. yatsuka able to hold down an opening line for now. Kaide will insert himself with a flash, but Killua able to hunker down. Mei towards the back of the site alongside yatsuka. The swing's a little bit too wide for him though, and Leviathan will be able to reposition into the open arms of Mei. Now it's a cosmic divide that Full Sense has to deal with. Trying to set up the flashes. They'll make it a slight exchange for now. Shock darts take down Cess. And at this point, perhaps still a chance for Mei if he's able to take the kills. Taps onto it, baits Killua out. The recon trying to toy with him, but Mei thinks better. He takes the brave step, he takes the kill, and the defuse is his.
I guess
Also,
really
he's
missed a couple of attempts where there's been opportunities that Full Sense capitalized upon. Lots of trades around this B side as well. Leviathan getting caught out again with another TP is left wondering for sure. Timing on the utility, mind you, around that Cosmic Divide, I was kind of liking. Waiting for the flash, you get one thrown your way, you immediately throw your own, and they're going to flood before the plant. This is sticky.
Oh, quite problematic, but unless Full Sense really plant their boots down into the ground, 2 kills so far, but also needing to check for Garage. More op shots toward the force coming in, and all of a sudden, you gotta watch out for some of the areas on the site. Camera checks, and yatsuka is so darn low. He's starting to feel the pressure. Whiffing onto the camera as well. Takes another peek, but that's where Jit Boys was already lying in wait. The score will be equalized at the end of the first half. Big numbers.
Anyone else?
Big ults coming up as well. Just a couple kills for me right now. yatsuka, 1 point away from tour de force. Sense really has to be a lot more cautious, but every single possible avenue of entry, every single exit position perhaps also being checked by DFM members.
Akame is just going to meet with his buddy as well over at Long, although he's going to be met with death. Leviathan finding a double. Die can't get what should be a freebie.
Well, at least Leviathan's good for one more, but yeah, Komodo's not impressed. I don't know, still kind of considering all the positions. At least it's Cess, but even Cess able to take down 3! Every single player trying to peek on across. It's just Jit Boys who finds a couple of bodies, but down against yatsuka's headhunter.
What you would assume going clear the mid window, it feels just very disconnected at the moment in the formula for the Full Sense squad. And Cess again, he is just so damn locked in this series. He is so hungry to excel this DFM.
Snipey, we're gonna go full guns blazing for now. In Kaide, looking for kills, gets one. Akame as well. Now Mei getting shot down by Premi, which just holds the angle. Right around the edge of the blaze, he will think to go Dimensional Drift instead, though unfortunately that leaves Leviathan abandoned.
Yeah, he left him high and dry, unfortunately. Had to try and favor his life, misses the timing. Now it's a split angle.
Hold on. Oh no, still, yeah, Cess able to keep his opponents in check. It's just Jit Boys now. Grab well, he will avoid it for the time being, but Spike still in the hands of DFM.
Oh, Prowler, you got a second if you want to throw it in as Akame too. Just play in the open together, and the smoke to fade.
Oh, this is a crossfire. Crossfire from hell, you just can't break this. Smoke fades, you peek, your back is open, and Cess will close out the series 13-6 on DFM. They managed to close it out. They managed to stay afloat in the middle bracket, and they managed to win out 3 series in a row. A new